Good afternoon, good afternoon. I am Sandgrain1 and this is episode 4 of the Sand Pack. The plan for this episode was to start on some quarry, start on a quarry and get that automated, and that is still the plan for the most part. Um, I do not find quarries as useful as many others, and we will shortly see the reason. Look at this chest here. I don't think I will run out of resources anytime soon. There is a limit of how much machinery I can create to spend all of this. So there's really no rush to create a quarry, but the quarry does have some nice things to it. One of them is that it creates very large holes in the ground, and I like large basements. So this is going to be the basement of my house, or my factory floor. I have already set up the marks. It's 21 by 21. That is the starting size. I will probably increase that, of course, but I do not like those very large 64 by 64 quarries because they use too much time digging down, and yeah, I rather move my quarries from time to time and deal with that instead of making one very large one, because it will never complete anyway. Um, so yeah, I had 2 diamonds. I found one more and created this beauty, so I've used my levels now. I don't think it's possible to get a better pick than this one, so that's extremely lucky. So I did find the diamond deposit. I took one of the diamonds, created a pick, and I hit jackpot, which is awesome. I also created a backpack so that my mining drill lasts a little bit longer, and this is instead of carrying 6 batteries basically. So 1 slot instead of 6. I can also use it on my back, and this mining drill will then recharge automatically. But I sort of like the protection that the armor gives me. So I'm not... yeah. I'll keep it in my inventory. A little bit about my ID for the water. I did try with a void pipe. Let me just get that. So this is a waterproof void pipe. And that basically just means that it destroys the water. In this case, it's the water flow. There is water flowing here, so it destroys the water, and it drains the pipe that way. And well, it worked very well now, but it doesn't prevent the clogging. It doesn't prevent the problem that I have. As you can see here, I just moved the problem because now I have an intersection here instead of the first one being here. So I basically just moved the problem, and I thought that it was helping me drain the pipe a little bit faster, and that might be true, but I do not want to delete the water. I want the when these engines stop, like they're obviously doing now, it stops the pump, but there will still be some water in the pipe, and rather than deleting it with the pipe here, I want it to slowly flow back into these engines. So I have removed the void pipe again. It was an interesting experiment, but it just didn't work. Yeah, I created a thermionic fabricator here. I haven't used it yet. I still need the diamonds for any tree farms anyway, so I think I'm going to need 4 or 5 diamonds for that. The quarry, I'm going to give that priority, and that will require 11 diamonds. So I have a lot of mining to do. I hope that this will help me a lot on the way. So yeah, let us go down to the oil deposit here. So this is the oil that is left, and it's, as you saw, it's pretty deep still. So there's still a lot of there's still a lot of oil here. And that is always good. So I think this is going to keep me busy, sort of, for a long time. Until I get a proper system up for canning oil. And then I will start exploring and create a canning system at different oil wells. So yeah, I could, for example, start to get the oil from the large oil well that we found during my exploration to the desert. This is the diamond mine. So I took 1 diamond from this, so that I had 3 diamonds for the pick. Let's see what this can give. Should I? No, I don't think there's enough lava here. Oh, 4. It's picked up by my bag. 2. 14. So I suddenly have enough for a quarry. So maybe I will do some more digging here and find some more. Maybe empty the backpack. And when that is done, I will prepare a quarry and start on that. So yeah, wish me luck. So I still have 14 here. Let's see how many this will give us. So that gave us 6. So 2 extra, which is okay. We can't expect jackpot every time we find a diamond deposit. The plan now is to go up. I think I still have some juice left in this one. I have to actually take it on, put it on, or it won't be the energy won't be added to the drill. But I thought that I could use it in the same way as I did with the batteries, just right click while holding it in the hand, but that didn't work. Having it on my back, that worked instantly, so I guess that's the way to do it then. No way around that. So there is one thing that I want to create before starting on the quarry, and I have had one component for that machine in the making for some time now. The lasers has been working, or the laser, I have only one of them, which is why it's a little bit slow at the moment. The laser has been hard at work creating a component for me for the machine that I want to make. And it looks like a skeleton gave me another important part. And I will probably do that before making a quarry, but I have plenty of resources for both machines. And this is the thing. This is the component I need. I also need 1, 2 probably 3 of these. And I will make it on camera, but I think I'm going to wait for the rain to stop. Doesn't look like it's night time, so I will wait for the rain to stop. So I've now made the components that I need for this machine. I'm going to make it here, I think. It should be easy to guess what I'm going to make if you have been watching Direwolf and Doc M and Monkey Farm. Just some piping here. Oh, I need chests, more chests. Let's see, I can put down this one there. Gonna need 3 chests. Let's see. One more. So this is one input. What happened there? Okay, of course. And another one there. And one last there. So I'm going to move this to wherever I need it. But I wanted just to test the concept here. Oh no, I need engines as well, because I don't have the new gate type. That shouldn't be too troublesome. And there and there, so like this, and wire between. Yeah, gonna need some filler blocks. Gonna use stone. I fill this chest with stone, and that is actually to prevent the creation of too many items. So now that 2 slots available here, and that means that this factory will create 1 stack of items, and then it will create like a few items for this slot, and then the system will stop. So the test is if space in inventory send a red signal, and if the red pipe signal is on, should emit a redstone signal. So I need the engines. I think I will need 3 of them. I should have 4 actually. Yep, I have 4. So that one is to power that gate, that wooden pipe there, and then I need 1 for that one. Let's put it on the other side. 1 there, and don't want to use that. 1 there. Now this gate should be on if there is an empty bucket. Then it should emit a redstone signal so that this engine will run. When this has items in the inventory, I wanted to do 2 things. I wanted to send a redstone signal as well. And this is actually one of the things I'm not entirely sure if it's going to work or not, because I've usually used a gold gate here. Maybe there's another gold gate ready for us. No. But I think it's going to work with iron. Now let's see how it happens. That powers this one. That draws out the empty bucket. The empty bucket will slowly travel and go into the dispenser. That will power the gate. It ticked once. The water bucket is now traveling back. And the water bucket is now filled. Let's hurry up and set this recipe. Like that. And of course I need to fill that on like that. And the bucket is now on the way back. So this gate now triggers only if the bucket is empty, and the bucket will only be empty if I have resources or if this engine is running. Which means that when these two slots have been filled up, that the system will automatically shut itself down again. So this is my Bod Earth factory. And I'm going to just... so this is my peat factory, automatic peat. I'm of course going to make a peat farm as well. But I want to start the peat farm with some peat engines. And for that to work properly I need peat, so just creating a little bit to start out with. So this system has been running for a while now and produced a few stacks of Bod Earth. And it has come to a rest here, so it has stopped up because it doesn't have more room for any additional Bod Earth. So, and all machines, as far as it is possible, will work like this. So, peat farm will ask this system for Bod Earth with the help of gates and pipe wire. And when this system has provided Bod Earth and made room for more here, it will restart the production of more. So I will try to create sort of a logistics system without logistics pipes. Systems will sort of talk to one another and ask for resources when they need, and the systems will sort of resupply their stock of items, so that it's ready to provide more resources when needed. I've also placed some of the Bod Earth here, and it's maturing nicely here. I think you can harvest it with a drill, and that will give me 1 dirt and 1 peat, which is expected. And yeah, the peat I will create this way will then be the starting fuel for a proper peat farm. I've also set up the quarry here. This is the quarry block that I have started here. I've temporarily stopped it. This is the engine providing energy to the quarry. It's a biogas engine, and it's using biomass as fuel, and the lava there is just for the initial boost, just to get the engine heated up, and it's now actually cooling down because I stopped it. I also added some very basic sorting here. So these are my dirt chests. Dirt is sent in the red, and here I have a cobble. And everything else will end up here. So I could probably add gravel here as well. Gravel and flint, perhaps. Well, let's see this this thing starting up here. Soon. Very soon. Yeah, so these engines are able to run on multiple resources. Apple juice and seed oil. But the difference is that it doesn't provide as much, the same amount of energy. So this is my quarry, the quarry arm. It looks like it's going to start in the corner there. Just want to see this started before I end the episode. And it has started, and it's running fairly fast, in my opinion. It is surprisingly fast with only one engine. So I'm not sure if this is intentional, but I tested this a little bit in creative, so I sort of expected it to be fast. So it looks like 5 Minecraft joules per tick is enough. It might be possible to get it running even faster, but this isn't too bad. And that is why I have only one engine for the time being. So this is sorting is functioning, and it's adding. So it's sort of almost 50-50 to these two, because I do not have any specific sorting here. It will divide 50-50, 40. So it's pretty accurate, actually. That was surprising. Maybe it's maybe that's a new feature with the pipes. That it is round now. It's off now. So it's not exact, but it's pretty close to 50-50. So this is something that we will continue to work on. I do not have any clear picture of how to progress with the quarry. I started it now mostly because I wanted more dirt for the forestry farms, but I also need sand. So it looks like I need to go diving, or perhaps place another quarry out in the sea. But we'll see. So yeah, but that is the end of this episode. Episode 4 of the Sandpack series. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.